we know that we're asked to make a sacrifice like we do, right? That we couldn't do something that big, in the past. What should our intention be? Should it be to try to get to that point, or is there another intention?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم دستورنا نفسنا نسمي حسبنا الله. Let's ask permission and support from our Shaykh, inshallah, to send us something that's going to be useful. Because our tariqat is based on association, on sohbat. If you don't have the sohbat, you wouldn't know how to digest your religion and how to take the value and the nutrition from your religion. We don't need any more people to learn how to read Quran or for fiqh or for tajweed or for aqidah. The sohbat, it is like the honey. You can only get the honey from the bee. The wasp cannot produce the honey. When you have that honey, then it's going to be blessed. The Eid al-Adha, the Qurban, the question that you're asking, we cannot make that sacrifice as Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam is making, then what can we do, or should we aim towards that? First we have to understand, because in these days, I see you're not reading too much also. When it comes to Islam and spirituality, you read about so many things. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this was after he got married to Hazrat Sarah, and it's a long story, how they traveled to Egypt, and how the king wanted Hazrat Sarah, because he's taking all the women, and he cannot approach her. Once he approaches her, his hands shrivel up, and she's saying, don't you know it is forbidden the wives of the prophets, it is forbidden for anyone else. So he said, now go and take my servant with you. Who? Hazrat Hajar. And she was also coming from a royal lineage. Saying, take to be your servant. And so Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam then left Egypt. Hazrat Sarah and Hazrat Hajar. Hazrat Hajar was not his wife at that time. After some time, they tried, there was no kid coming. And Hazrat Sarah saying, take my servant, marry her. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam took. And before you know, she is with child. And that is understanding that the light of the Holy Prophet ﷺ was then passed. That is the most secret amanat, the most precious amanat that was given to this world, and was passed from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam to his son Shis alayhi salam, passing through each prophet, and they advised to take clean women, so that the light can be passed to the woman and then passed to the next generation and next generation. Now Hazrat Sarah is wanting that light, but that light is not given to her, and that light was passed to Hazrat Hajar. And it is known to them that this is the light of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. That when Hazrat Ismail ﷺ was born, all of them, they made prayers for the Holy Prophet ﷺ, his descendants, and for this woman. So Hazrat Ibrahim was then asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a son. And what he was asking was, he said, I'm asking that you give me a son to continue my mission. I will sacrifice that which I love the most. So before you know, Hazrat Ismail was born. And the dream came, saying, sacrifice what you love the most. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, he sacrificed, awliya saying, 100 sheep. Still the voice saying, sacrifice what you love the most. So he sacrificed 1,000 oxen, because Hazrat Ibrahim Khalilullah was Allah was giving him so much wealth. At that time, all the mountains were filled white with the sheep, and his shepherd dogs, they were wearing collars of gold. And because he was Khalilullah, and he loves Allah, and he respects the food, one thing that he never did was he would never walk and eat at the same time. That is how your risk is going to decrease. If you show disrespect to the food, you waste your food, definitely your risk is going to decrease. When so much was coming to him, and he's saying to Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam, this is too much for me to handle. He's saying, it is easy. Your Lord is saying, eat and walk at the same time, your wealth will decrease. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, he did. But being a prophet, being a father of nations, prophets, it is not in his lazim, it is not in his habit to disobey. So he walked and he ate, but he put his hand down like this, so that whatever food is falling, it is falling here, and he ate. Instead of his wealth decreasing, it started to increase even more, because it's showing respect. That's why we're saying, food here, watch yourself. Everything that you're doing here in the dargah, watch yourself, because they're watching you. I'm seeing how you people are cleaning up the plates. It's not for me. It's for you. Murids, their plates should be clean. Don't be Western type. Oh, I like this, I don't like this, I leave it. Return to what? To a garbage? So, voice coming saying, sacrifice what you love. So he sacrificed 1,000 oxen. 1,000 oxen. Voice still saying, sacrifice what you love. So he sacrificed 1,000 Arabian horses. Allah say after that sacrifice camels and then the horses. Still the voice is saying, sacrifice what you love the most. Then he understood. What he loved the most was his son, Hazrat Ismail. He didn't question his Lord. He didn't. This is something about Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam that he did not question. When he was going to be thrown into the fire, he did not question his Lord. Say, why? He did not question his Lord to say, please save me. He did not. The angels were crying in the paradises, asking Allah to save him. Allah says, go and save him. See if he needs your help. And Ibrahim alayhi salam is saying, I submit myself to my Lord. There is no power other than my Lord. That was his first words that he says anyway when he was a child in that cave. And he saw the stars, he saw the moon, he saw the sun. He says, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Submitting. So he submitted to his Lord. Taking his son now. And his son, what was the test that was given to his most beloved one? His son, that he was training to succeed after him. Just as Hazrat Hajar was pregnant, just as she has given birth, order coming, take her and take your beloved son and drop them off somewhere where there's nothing around. No water, no plant, no trees, no food, no nothing. Put them away. See how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is training those ones that love Him and He loves. That today's modern scholars, They dare to say. Women scholars, Sheikha kind, they dare to say Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was a deadbeat. How you can say simple? Deadbeat? A bum. Because he left his wife and his son following the orders of Allah just like that. Those ones definitely the fire. And I'm praying for the fire that they reserve for. Those ones are Nemruds. And the fire that they reserve for Ibrahim alayhi salam is going to touch them. Daring to speak. Muslim scholars, not unbelievers. You understand? Not unbelievers. We can understand. These are Muslims. And thousands following them. Yes, this kind of feminist Islam we need. They went there and he dropped off Hazrat Hajar. And going. And Hazrat Hajar then leaving the child there. Child is crying. She's running up to Safa, the hill, looking to see. Looking at his son back, running to check on his son, running to Marwa, running to see if there's anyone there. 7 times she ran. Then when the last time that she came, Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam, he was crying and he hit the earth with his foot and the water came out. That was a Zamzam water. And Allah saying Zamzam meaning stop, it's enough, because the water was overflowing so much. That for whatever reason, because a voice came to her saying, don't worry about food or anything, for whatever reason, whatever intention that you drink that water, it will fulfill. If you're hungry and you wish for that water to fulfill your hunger, it will be like food. If you wish for that water to be like medicine, it will be a medicine to you. It is according to that. So, I left them there, and he was only allowed to come time by time, just to see them a little bit and to go back. See them a little bit, go back. Allah saying, when he reached the age of 7 years old, order then came to sacrifice. Ibrahim alayhi salam, he did not question. He brought rope and a knife, saying to Hazrat Hajar, dress him up nice, put new clothes, put the kohl on his eyes, put henna in his hair, because we're going somewhere. She didn't question. And up till today, it is a very big, especially Ottoman Turkish tradition, that every sacrificial animal, they will put kohl and they will put henna, and they will dress it up very beautiful, like it is a wedding day. So they brought, and that is when Shaitan decided to interfere. Shaitan first, going to Ibrahim alayhi salam in the shape of a man, saying, maybe your vision was wrong. He says, what kind of a Lord it is that is going to make you, asking you to sacrifice your son? Ibrahim alayhi salam chased him away. Next, first he went to the wife, always Shaitan is reaching to the woman's first. Hajar, Hazrat Hajar, saying your husband is going to kill. He says, no, he's not going to do something like that. He says, yes, he's going to kill. He thinks the voice is coming from the Lord, saying to kill your own son. And she says, he is a prophet. If he says that I'm hearing a voice from my Lord saying the son is going to be sacrificed, I submit. He wasn't happy. He went to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam chased him away. He went to Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam's son. And at that time they were passing by the valley, where now in where you held, where is that? Mina, in the plains of Mina. And Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam is saying, my father is a prophet. if Allah is ordering me to be sacrificed, I submit. And that's when he took those stones and he threw them at the shaitan. Ibrahim alayhi salam, it's a long story, because it's important for us to know, because at every detail it is important. Every detail it is filled with importance and benefit for us to learn from. Even tying of the hands and the feet. Ibrahim alayhi salam says, tie my hands and feet, because I don't want it when you're cutting my neck for me to struggle and to hit you, oh Father. Still, Ibrahim alayhi salam couldn't do it. He says, maybe it's easy if you cut my neck from behind. So stand behind me and cut. And he pulled the knife 70 times and the knife didn't cut. And when he threw the knife, and the knife was cutting a rock, like a butter, and he's cursing at that knife, and the knife is said, Ya Ibrahim, you forgot. The same one who is telling me, ordering me not to cut, which is against my nature, he ordered that fire not to burn, which was against its nature. That's when he took the knife again and he was going to cut, and he says, Allahu Akbar. Ismail alayhi salam saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ibrahim alayhi says, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Jibreel alayhi salam completed that and came down with the ram from the time of Habil and Qabil and replaced that. And says, your Lord has accepted your sacrifice. Take this and cut. This story is very similar to what is going to happen years later, hundreds of years later, thousands of years later, to the ancestors of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Very similar. That there has to be a huge sacrifice. So there are a lot of parallels. They built the Kaaba, they prayed, they went back. Are we aware what it is that we love the most? Are we really sitting and thinking, what is it that I love the most? And this that I love the most, is it standing as an ilah in front of my Lord or not? Ismail alayhi salam was not an ilah in his father's eyes. Ismail alayhi salam was a great prophet, and he was carrying the light of the Holy Prophet alayhi salam. But we are included in that prayer of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam from, say, 4,000 years ago. That after he's built the Kaaba, Hazrat Sarah came, the whole family was there, and they prayed. Also, praying for Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and his children, and the generations to come. Praying for Hazrat Muhammad alayhi salam and his children and the generations to come. What is it? What is it that is standing in front of us and Allah? It's not one thing. So many things. If we're really honest, so many things. And if we're honest, if we're sincere, then we're going to know there are hundreds of things, if not thousands of things, that if we don't take it out from our heart, it will become an ilah. If we don't take it out from our hearts and understand the source of this, and to look to the source, Allah, instead of what it is, then you're going to start worshipping your Lord instead of worshipping what He has given you as an amanah, as a trust. He has given you looks. So many people, they're worshipping themselves, putting a little altar there, you know. It used to be women, they sit down, they put a mirror, they put nice things there, and they look at themselves, and then they worship themselves for hours. Now man's doing it. Now, if we understand what it is, and slowly, these days, especially, we're going to say, Ya Rabbi, make my heart, you are the turner of hearts. Make my heart to turn away from everything except you. I love this. Let me love it for your sake. Don't let me to love it for its own sake. I'm not saying don't love your children, don't love your wife, don't love your husband, don't love everything that Allah has given you. I'm not saying that. But only you will be able to answer whether that love is more real than your love for your Lord and your Prophet or not. Because every other thing is going to perish. You love so much, it will perish, except for the face of Allah. This is Ayatul Karimah. So what are you looking for now? Are you looking for the face of Allah that is not going to perish? Or are you trying to grab and to hold on to the things that will perish? I know so many of you going through tests in these times also. Maybe the test is coming from those ones that you love. Always the test is going to come from the things that you love, not from the things that you hate. And they are watching you, and especially if you have some sort of a lineage, they're going to watch you. What are you going to put first? Allah and His Prophet? Are you going to put haqq? Or are you going to put blood? Are you going to put haqq? Or are you going to put desire? Conduct yourself properly. Because that one who gave you that can take it away. That one who gave you that, He can give you 1,000 more of that. But we're not here for that. We're here for Him. This is why we are in tariqah. So, look to see. And if before you are running so crazy for it, don't be so crazy for it. That's all. If you can give it up a little bit, give it up a little bit. If you can share it, it's even better. Because it is now against the ego to share anything. Ego is saying this is mine. That's why zakat, it is a part of our religion, a very strong pillar. Because it's saying this is mine. It says, no, it doesn't belong to you. You're not even giving up from what belongs to you. It doesn't belong to you. Don't say, oh, I earned this much, let me give this to charity. It is not yours to begin with. It is the rights of the yatims, of the orphans. It is the rights of the people who need it. It doesn't belong to you. So what belongs to us? What belongs to us? Something to think about. May Allah make it easy for us, inshallah. Al-Fatiha.